Hi, welcome to my channel, Grit, Grind and Gratitude, where we talk to micro entrepreneurs about their journey of becoming a micro entrepreneur and walking that path. Grit, Grind and Gratitude shares stories of resilience, of purpose, and values led entrepreneurs who are shaping their futures boldly. Hi Shefali, it's a pleasure to welcome you to my channel Grit, Grind and Gratitude, which puts the spotlight on micro entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, mompreneurs, and I know you're in the community. I've been looking at your different posts on WhatsApp, on Facebook, and on Instagram. I know you help people discover the key to good nutrition. Go ahead, welcome, and introduce yourself to the world as you would want them to know you.
Hi, it's a pleasure to be here. So grateful for you. I am a lifestyle transformation coach. I help people with the lifestyle disorder reversals. So that's what I have been doing for more than a year now. I have transformed more than 50 lives up till now. And yes, the number is still increasing.
Very nice. Tell us
That's
your
all.
story. What prompted you to? I know you have a powerful story there of what was happening in your life, how were you transforming, and then how did you think of getting people into this, touching people's life through this work?
So, professionally, I was a product designer. I am a product designer. But I always had a zeal to serve the society. Somewhere with my design skills, I did that, but serving the society never came. That was still just my calling. And life happened. I moved countries. I tried my hand at baking. It was a profitable business in Singapore, but then again, life happened. I moved countries and I moved to Dubai. I had my baby. So life kept happening, and I tried my hand at different business, different domains. So I won't call myself as a failed entrepreneur. Maybe it is 3 times failed entrepreneur, which has given me a lot of learning. So I wear it as a badge. Then in my postpartum journey, I had a major health setback, and it was some sort of anxiety and just on the verge of depression, when my health coach, my lifestyle coach, helped me come out of that anxiety without any antidepressants, without any medication. And that was the time when I realized how powerful healing can be, how powerful lifestyle change can be. And see, I come from a society where women are respected, but with conditions. Okay, so I saw a lot of people, a lot of women who I can help if I am in this zone. So I started with this mindset, okay, I want to help people, let me just go through it. And when I started my journey, 1 life, 2 lives, 10 lives, my work never gave me this kind of pleasure. Getting all that money also never gave me that pleasure, which comes when my client says, "Aaj tumse baat kiya." I am so happy. I am so grateful that you are in my life. You are my angel. So all these words when my clients say, just because I'm talking to them, I'm giving them some sort of nutrition advice, some sort of health advice, some sort of meditations, and they are just getting fine. So that's what kept me going. It's been more than a year and I'm still going. 50 lives I have touched. So every day it's like 1 day at a time, 1 heart at a time. So that's how my life is going right now.
Wow, powerful, powerful story. Shefali, just for our listeners, dive a little deeper into, if I were to rock up and say, Shefali, I need some kind of transformation. So what would my transformation journey look like specifically? What exactly are you offering to your clients?
So, when a person comes to me as a prospect client, I do a root cause analysis. See, lifestyle disorders are not, you are not born with them, right? So, has to be a root cause which is triggering your disorder. If there is a lot of weight gain, there has to be a root cause for it. So, I do a root cause analysis with my clients first, which tells me what all is wrong with them, and then we start their health journey with the gut healing program or inflammation healing program, and then we work on the lifestyle change. Weight loss or weight gain is just a byproduct. So I call myself too expensive for weight gain because I don't do that. I am not a doctor, definitely, but I am a transformation coach. I am the person who keeps you away from doctor. That's how I say it.
Wow.
So lifestyle change can definitely do that. I have cases where doctor said nothing can be done, but still the medications has been removed. Doctor said that medications will keep increasing for thyroid. One of my client, she has thyroid levels 44. Within 3 months, only lifestyle change, she brought it to 0.94
Wow.
at the age of 60. So it's no joke. If you are working on the lifestyle, definitely miracles happen. Yeah.
Great. So, moving from product design to coming into nutrition, did you have to train yourself? Did you have to get some kind of certification, some kind of studying that you had to do before you started working in this field?
So initially, I said I wear it as a badge that I'm 3 times failed entrepreneur. My business experience gave me a lot of learning. So I was doing a baking business in Singapore, which made me go for the certification in Singapore, food and everything certification. And I got a lot of time to experience with food, and that learning. So I kind of grew towards more nutrition and everything, but it was not really for the wellness. But when I had my health setback and when I studied through the whole wellness procedure and everything, all that experience came combined hand in hand. So today I have done the certification with the community in India. So for the wellness transformation coach, definitely. But yes, my experience, why I call it unique, is because now I can suggest clients with the wellness hacks as well. I can do their meditation. I can make them holistically healthy. And I suggest them different recipes and different nutrition aspects as well, coming from my experience. Definitely. I run a micro community on WhatsApp where I keep running challenges, which comes from my design experience. I keep designing different experiences for my clients, and that's how it is going.
Wow.
Yes,
So
nutrition.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry.
Complete.
Nutrition, definitely I was a bit inclined towards food, but when it came hand in hand with nutritional knowledge, it became jackpot.
Wow.
So yeah.
Yeah, and I love how you've combined all your life experiences as a product design to design, create excitement around in the community, how you have done like simple small things to create that awareness within the community and to get people excited about transformation, especially lifestyle changes. Yeah. Tell me, this has been an year-long journey. Tell me, what are your wow moments? I'm sure there are lots, because when you talk about 50 lives being transformed, there are some wow moments. So tell us about what are your wow moments for the last 1 year.
My wow moments, one, this client which I talked about, the thyroid client. One is I transformed my mom and dad as well. My mom is a diabetes patient, and she used to think that nothing will work on her because she's taking insulin. It's been so long, it's genetic. But when her insulin levels, her diabetes, her HbA1c, they started reducing, she realized it's just about the lifestyle. It's not the medicine, it's not that her body is wrong.
Yeah.
It's the medicine. It's the lifestyle. My dad, his thyroid was coming nowhere in normal ranges after so much of medication. But today it's been almost 6 months. I just worked with him for 3 months, and his thyroid levels are normal in normal range still. So that's how these are beautiful moments. Again, my husband, he worked with him also. He was really driven towards steroids by the doctor because there was nothing which was working for his uric acid. Only 2 months and all the uric acid levels are gone. It's been 8 months. He has never taken a uric acid medicine. So this is how it's going. And again, one of my clients, he had a very traumatizing incident in his family. He was just not able to cope up with it. He came for blood pressure with me, and he started going into that zone that I cannot do it, nothing is working. I kept on talking to him. We just worked on his anxiety levels slowly and gradually, one day at a time. And today he calls me his angel. You are my angel. If you were not there, I won't have done anything. So small moments, but it gives me so much happiness that I sleep peacefully at night. I never slept like a baby when I got my check. So these are my wow moments. Definitely, I have a 2-year-old, and whatever I learned from the nutrition or from my wellness journey, I have been able to help him a lot with his growth years. And today he's a 2-year-old, but he eats everything, to spice, to fruits, to veggies, to everything, which is not very usual in kids today, right? He's not addicted to screen. If I tell him don't see, he just doesn't see it. So how I could understand that when I worked on myself. Definitely, it's a learning process. You learn every day. But wow moments have been these kind of fulfillments in my life. When I can understand, when I can talk to everyone, and when I see a holistically healthy family I have. So that's how it's going, and I have those goals, and trust me, when my parents, when my husband, and when my family sees that so many lives I've touched and they are really grateful for me, they are also open to let me grow in the society or in the world that way. Which I would say it's a very big thing being an Indian woman. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't paint it as an Indian woman because, I don't believe in generalization, but yeah, people have come through different experiences, and
Yeah.
there are lots of different kind of families, conditioning. But what is amazing, really amazing, is that having the ability to touch your parents, because our parents do so much for us. As a parent myself, I know that for your child you could just go all out. You don't think twice about doing whatever, but not letting harm come onto them. And to be able to complete that loop is the most beautiful, I would say. And of course, the other lives that you've changed along the way as well.
I just got an award as well last month for my work in the community. So it is again a wow moment for me. Initially, my husband used to take me for trips and everything. Now I take him for my business trips, where it is just amazing.
Very nice. Very nice. I'm very proud of seeing your transformation, and I can very well visualize the kind of family you came from and how you're transforming and what it means to you and for your family to see you like that, Beautiful. Tell me, there must be challenges as well.
Challenges, definitely. So, as I said, where I am repeating is, I'm sorry about that I'm repeating. But yes, since I failed so many times in business, my family thought that, again, something new is coming up. But by God's grace, I don't see it as a failure. I see it as a success. So challenge was to convince my family, my husband, to just let me work through it. As I said, I have a 2-year-old, so 1 year back he was just 1 year old. So again, managing all the work with a 1 year old, it was very difficult. And obviously, society tells you that take care of your child, where is work going? But since the day I had that major health setback, I always thought that what will happen if I don't stand on my feet? My work has always given me that kind of satisfaction, because how much ever I am doing for my work gives me back equally and multifold. So I just realized that I have to stand on my feet to give my child the mother he deserves. So yes, it took a lot of courage, initial level, that I have to do it. I have to do it. A lot of gratitude for my coach. She just dragged me. She just pulled me out of my, depression, anxiety, whatever phase it was. It was very bad phase. But coming out from that, and today sitting here with you giving the interview, yes, it was a very long journey. In day-to-day life, it was very difficult managing so much things, managing clients, managing my work. I had to study for 8 long months to become a transformation coach again. So yes, it was again a struggle with the baby, and I was still healing with my anxiety issues. So yes, again, I would say I took the whole year. Still, it's like that, one day at a time. I never thought of yesterday. I never thought of tomorrow. One day at a time. Today I will say yesterday was better or tomorrow was better. I don't think so. Everyone says that, but I would say today is best. No day is better than this. One day at a time, and that's how I am living my life since the day I got better. So I would say it's been 1.5 years. I am living my life one day at a time, and for my business, one heart at a time. And
Wow. Wow. So seamlessly, you have gone into my next question, but I just want to distill the learnings for my listeners around your challenges. You talked about managing a very young child, dealing with mommy guilt, which the society piles on just like any, either ways, you give up your work, then there's a whole lot of chatter of, oh, you chickened out for your children, look, there are 1,000 other people who are carrying on doing it this way. And if you do not do that, if you work and you take care of the children along with it, then there are another 1,000 people telling you that you are cheating with your child and you're not being the right mom that you would be if you were wholehearted. Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to add one thing here. My mom was not working. She's a homemaker, but she forced me to, not even forced me. She backed me up to start my work, to start working. She's a very strong lady, and she always tells me that, if you want to work, you work. Whatever you want to do, you do. 24 hours is enough if you manage your time properly. 24 hours is enough if you want to do anything. We used to cook also. We used to take care of the family also, and we used to raise you also. Today you don't have to cook, but you have to raise and you have to work. You are not just made to, raise only your child. You are building a community, raise that community. And, so I always say I am a very strong woman because I was raised by one. So yes, I really am grateful, and gratitude has really helped my journey a lot. If I would have been grateful for the things I have, today was not possible.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah. And so going back to just recapping the challenges once. So one, of course, was mommy guilt, handling a young child, dealing with the conversation in your head and in the immediate circle, coming from your past failures as an entrepreneur, whether be it, and this whole concept of, oh, why you gave up work for this is what you're achieving. um, yeah, but we forget that these are all learning journeys, right? Was there any other challenge that you missed that I'm missing out mentioning here?
Um, I would
The
say
8 month long journey for
journey,
studying
studying. Yeah.
and while healing yourself. Yeah, yeah,
Yes. Yes.
yeah. Great. We come to our last question, Shefali. Tell us, what will be your words of advice? I know you did talk about a bit of it already seamlessly. You went into that question. Tell us your words of wisdom that you would give to people who are sitting on their passion project, thinking about taking that step, but not being able to jump the, take the plunge into entrepreneurship. Tell us about that.
So I will tell them nothing which they don't know or nothing people have not said that. I will say take the plunge and see how it goes. Because if you will not do it, you will never know that you will fail or you will succeed. Today also, when I tell myself that, I'm still learning, I'm not a successful entrepreneur because every day is a learning. But it will be better from yesterday. Like whatever I knew yesterday, it's today is much better, right? So I am here because I started. The Shefali which who started this journey never knew that she could even, heal herself. She can even look in the mirror, like, say that, okay, I am Shefali. Today, I am an inspiration from a lot of people, as people tell me that I am. And coming from that Shefali who had no goals, no life, and nothing in hand, from to today Shefali who has just so much of responsibility on her shoulders to drive the society, live like a inspiration, help people, live a beautiful life, and so much. See, money, fame, appreciation, gratitude, or just society, everything is secondary. Just do it for the person you see in the mirror, because you can always lie to people, you can always show off different things, or what's not there also, but to the person in the mirror you can never lie. Just do it for the person you see in the mirror. One day there will be a day when you will say, dude, I'm proud of you. So just do it for that person. And I do that with myself. I give myself a high five and I say, I'm proud of you. So
Wow.
that's how I'm going.
Wow, beautiful. So being true to yourself is what I hear actually. You being true
Yeah.
to yourself, do it, if you don't honor your ambition, passion, dreams, who else will, right?
Yes.
And I also heard learning as you go along, treating every day as a learning journey. And when you suddenly look back, you will see, oh wow, you've come so far. I'm sure when you look back for the last one, you're like, wow, when did it happen that I changed myself, I changed my immediate family, and I changed some other, like, I'm not talking about single digit numbers, that lives that you've changed. You've changed like so many lives. And yeah, there's a beautiful energy around you. I can already sense it across, even though we are not meeting face to face. Thank you so much, Shefali, for sharing your journey as an inspiration for others, moms, and solopreneurs a lot. Your journey talks about grit, a lot of grind that you put yourself through, and oodles of gratitude that you have for what the universe brings on your plate. So lovely having you for our listeners today. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
If you liked this interview, please don't forget to subscribe by pressing the bell icon and follow us on our social media handles as we talk to more and more micro entrepreneurs who are living their dreams boldly.